Former President Trump accusing Democrats of keeping Vice President Harris in the basement like Mr. Biden back in 2020. Let's listen to this. And Kurt, I'll get your reaction on the other side.
She refuses to do any interviews or press conferences. Almost 30 days now. She hasn't done an interview. You know why she hasn't done an interview? Because she's not smart. She's not intelligent. And we've gone through enough of that with this guy.
Kurt, it's actually been 25 days. Kamala Harris, not smart, not intelligent. Is that why she has not done a press conference?
No, actually, Donald, you just showed us why she hasn't, because you keep going out there and saying stuff like that. And I'm going to tell you, no matter where you are on the political spectrum, any woman sitting there watching this isn't going to really jive with Donald Trump going out there saying that the first woman black presidential nominee isn't smart, isn't intelligent. If I were Kamala Harris, I would sit back and let Donald Trump keep talking like that. His misogynism, his sexism just shines through. And the reason why Kamala Harris isn't actually doing that right now is because she's winning the race. She doesn't need to do that right now. We're heading into the DNC convention. It's going to be a week of saturated coverage. Of course, at some point, she's going to sit down with journalists. Of course, she's going to take questions. There's a debate planned for September 10th. This is not an actual story that anyone in America cares about. And the minute that she finally does sit down and talk to someone that's in the media, all these stories will go away and they're going to have to move on to something else. Donald Trump is just helping her cause right now.
Liberty, how does language like that play with the key demographic that both Mr. Trump and Ms. Harris need, suburban women?
You know, I think I'm going to have to disagree with you, Kurt, here. I think it does mean something because when she goes out and does these off-the-cuff interviews, we see big gaffes. We saw it in her last presidential campaign bid, and we've seen the big gaffes that she can make, which did move the polls. So I think there are potential downsides, actually, for her going out and speaking in front of big crowds and speaking off the cuff to journalists. So, in fact, in that sense, I do agree with Kurt that probably her best strategy is to just stay in the basement, if you will, because right now she's leading in 5 of the swing states that Biden was losing to Trump, and her polls are surging. So she doesn't need to go out and do anything. I think that will probably start to change pretty soon if she doesn't keep the momentum after the DNC.
And Kelly, what are you hearing?
I just want to point out real quick, sorry, Nick, that her basement is speaking to tens of thousands of people in public spaces every day.